people that I grew up with in Ringakojuash, those guys were very ambitious, and I wanted to be the best. They wanted to study. They wanted to come out of poverty. And I with no ID in Spain, and I told that woman I have a kid. Akaniambia hata kuna mtoto wa kijana kuna miaka 16 anaweza zaa mtoto. Sina hiyo pesa. Sikudanganya. Nimeona niko na marafiki naweza sema majina hapa but I'm on camera. Niko na marafiki wameingia depression. Hapa Mlolongo si hata mbali. Hustle. As long as it will pay your bill. Don't be ashamed of your hustle. Yeah.
Okay.
The beautiful ones are not even yet born, isn't it? They will be there. Pombe pia itakuwa. Ba wanaweza badilisha baba tu kuna ba ingine. Hapa hivi kama uja save your pesa. Watu hata umbwa itakubweka.
Karibuni sana to another episode of Fulus Africa. I'm your host Beatrice Mwikali, and today we've been joined by a gentleman who's had a lot of life experience. Do you want to introduce yourself to the listeners?
Yes. My name is Jonathan Patrick Messiani. I'm a very young man from Kenya that has lived in countries abroad.
Multiple countries.
Multiple countries.
Exactly. Or do you want to name them for us?
Yes. I've lived in America. I first had a green card in 2013. Then I joined the military and I was deployed in Kuwait. I stayed there for 1 year. Then I became a citizen of Kuwait. I was, let's say, Kuwaitian. Then they deployed me to Jordan. Yeah, so I've been in United Kingdom, Spain, and they call it Salvador, El Salvador. That is South America. And I'm here to talk to you guys, and whatever you guys want to know, I'm here to answer.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for availing yourself. So can you tell us a little bit about the time now before you left Kenya to go to, was it the UK first?
US.
The US first?
United States, yeah.
Okay, so we can start with that. Yeah. What were your expectations? What were you going to do? What did you think your life would be like?
Yeah, my expectation was one thing. I went to America looking for a bigger dream. Like I wanted a better future for Kenya, a better future for my children if I ever get to have some. And that's how it went. And luckily today I'm proud I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. So when you went to the US, you mentioned something about going to pursue your studies.
Yeah.
So can you talk a bit about maybe that experience compared to Kenya?
Oh, I would say this. Before I went to US, I was called. How do I put it? I was called to University of Nairobi, American Wing. I remember I used to live in YMCA for 3 months. That's a semester. So I used to live there. Then I was supposed to study civil engineer. I was an alumni of Lenana, passed with flying colors. But I had different dreams. I wanted more. I wanted to be better. I wanted to be the best. So that's when that's when my mother did all this stuff. I think a process of going to America, I remember, can I say this? I remember, and let me say this in Swahili. Nikinunua mahindi ya 30 bob kutoka American Embassy, nikikuja hadi Ngara, because fare ilikuwa 50, so I remember that's one thing that I can't forget. I had to walk all the way from Gigiri because I bought a whole full maize, and I couldn't call nobody, and I had 30 bob and fairly quite 50, but it was worthwhile. And I wanted my study in Kenya, was influenced a lot by people that I grew up with in Ringakojuash. Those guys were very ambitious, and I wanted to be the best. They wanted to study. They wanted to come out of poverty. You understand? Yeah, they actually wanted something to bring their parents out of. And that's one thing that motivated me, regardless of me having a parent in America. I could not let them, be in front of me. Yeah, and that's how I ended up being like this. Yeah.
Okay. So you left your civil engineering course and then went to America. Did you study the
No,
same thing?
no, I did
What
not.
changed?
I studied automotive engineering.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, for 7 years.
For 7 years.
Yeah, from
Very, very
yeah,
interesting. So, I don't know how we'll pivot from this, but you studied automotive engineering,
yeah,
but you also mentioned you ended up in the military.
yeah.
So, can you maybe tell us a little bit about the thought process you followed towards the military?
So when you have a parent who's a single mother, you have to like muonea huruma. You know, this a parent that umefika America, you have FAFSA, unit of FAFSA, you alone. You have a parent who wants to pay your school fee, and you have to do something. You have to find a way to pay your school fee, and military offers free tuition, free education. So for
Okay.
me to get that free education, I had to go to the military. I went to a college where you can study anywhere. You have a laptop, you mobile, you can study anywhere. Yeah. Then I was actually deployed while studying.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So all this process, yeah, became very very nice. But I'm still and that's why I do what I do. I won't let my mother do all that, take
Yeah.
all that responsibility.
That makes sense because a lot of the time when people leave the country, it's also to provide for
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
themselves and their
yeah.
families, which
Facts.
is something that you're doing.
Yeah,
So, you've joined the military. What was the
yeah.
recruitment process
The
like?
recruitment process, I would say, is very simple. Like you have to go through basic training for 3 months. No, you have to have in it SATs. Yeah, you have to do some kind of test where they will classify you. Watakuwa clinical officer, clinical assistant. Like they have to classify you. They have different jobs, in the military. So I passed. Then that's when they decided. Then they took me to engineering still. Yeah,
Impressive.
yeah, and yeah. So when I passed, and you have to go through basic training. Basic training is like basic, the shooter agent, whatever. But after that, because Ulipita, then I went through a different process. Yeah, 7 months, AIT, advanced training. So I had to go through that. Advanced AIT, you go to. I was in Fort Leavenworth. Then I had to go to Georgia, Fort Bragg. Yeah. Then from there you have to do the recruitment process was good,
Was it
although
very intense? A lot of
yeah, yeah,
endurance
yeah,
needed?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That is a different process. That no, it's not physical, it's mental.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really mental. Like, can you be in a room by yourself for like 1 month? Yeah. Can you be strong? Like, yeah. Can
Were you kept in a room by yourself
No,
for a
you're
month?
not kept, but you're there. Like
Okay.
you gotta keep yourself because you need to pass the process. Yeah, but you have to train yourself. Yeah. The advanced training is this. They don't train you. You train yourself. Like, you decide. Do I want to do this or not? Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure a lot of people will be very interested because you've said it's all in the mind.
Yeah.
So, can you take us through your thought process? Like when you wake up, what are you telling yourself? Were you keeping yourself motivated, considering all the things you have to learn and do?
I read the Bible 4 times.
Per day
No, 4 times in the whole process.
in the 7 months of training?
Yeah, I read the Bible 4 times. I brushed my teeth and I read the Bible 4 times. Oh, you can read. You can read the Bible in a month. Excuse me. You can read the Bible in a month from Genesis, Revelation, and actually ikafanya nikapenda jaba because in the book of inaitwa Exodus sema na mkule matawi makali ili msilale. you know, so I actually read the Bible 4 times, and
And the Quran as
yeah,
well.
I read Quran and I actually understood there's no difference. Yeah, it's the same person that's talking to us. I know, like that's all I could do. That's the only option. Then I read a book called 48 Laws of Power. I read then there's a very book by Max Tucker. It's called I hope they serve beer in hell. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's a book.
It's called?
I
I
hope
hope.
they serve beer in hell.
Ah,
Somebody can
okay.
Google that. Yeah, I hope they serve beer in hell.
Uh-huh.
Max Tucker. He has a very nice story of him traveling on planes and coming to Kenya. Remember, I'm in America. But
Yeah.
I'm reading stories about Kenya. You know, I hope they serve Max Tucker. Right? Am I right?
Just a second. Yeah, Taka Max.
Yes. I hope they serve beer in hell. Right?
Drinking Adventures written by Taka Max.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
right. Yeah, I love that book. Yeah, I hope the sub be in hell. Yeah, I read that, and that's the only thing I can do. I didn't call my mom. I didn't call nobody for 7 months.
Okay.
It was me having some personal time, reminiscing about life and what I want, and how I would love this country to be. Like how do I love my country, my Kenya to be?
Okay.
Yeah,
So now let's also pivot to how you were deployed to Kuwait.
Kuwait. Yeah,
Yes. So when you were told, Jonathan, it's time for you to now go
yeah.
work. You're going to Kuwait. How did you feel? Were you
They
excited?
didn't they didn't tell me.
They didn't tell you.
Is your duty. It's orders. They don't tell you. It's orders. You have it on paper.
So there's no mental
No,
preparation like for a
no.
week or something. You're just told Ishia and you go.
Yeah, you're told it's called you're being deployed for 1 year, and this the amount of money that you're supposed to get and whatnot. And now you get money. You see, when you were there, when you are in Army Reserve, you get discounts. You need to understand the difference. You get discounts. So now we were going to go. So I have tuition paid. Now I was gonna get money. Hata wewe ungekata.
Singekata.
Yeah, I had 1 million Kenyan shillings. Oh,
Lakini pia
shit.
mi siwezi enda kufight, so ningekata.
No, but you have no option. That's 1 million Kenyan shillings. $10,000. I'm not gonna say no. Then tuliingia nyuma ya Boeing, ndege kubwa, fungo unajifunga na kamba. So yeah, then we flew to Kazakhstan, Bulgaria. Tukatoka hapo tukaenda, kulikuwa na hiyo vita ya Biden, you know. Hiyo vita yenye Biden initiate, na ndio ipata kama Israel ijaenda all out war na Iran, but ilikuwa napiga na Gaza. Yeah, sasa unajua yule jamaa anaitwa Arafat, the guy that they killed, alikuwa ameleta nguri. Sasa sisi kuna wengine wakapelekwa Afghanistan, kuna wengine wakapelekwa Jordan. So tulienda, like unakaa mzigo, like unasikia didi, unasikia hiyo ndege for like I don't know 17 hours. You're there, but you have a gun, so you're safe in your heart. You're safe. So we went there, and yeah, nilikuwa na demu wangu pia kando, so
Oh, she was also
yeah, we were holding
in the
hands.
army.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, ndiye alini-influence. Naitwa Juliet Mudhoni Nyambura. That I'm not scared of saying. God bless her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. So wewe na mpoa wako ndo mmeenda
Alikuwa mpoa.
your time. Your time
Tuko
ndo mmeenda mmefika Kuwait. So when you arrived there, you're going to fight. It's a new country. What did you expect? What did you think your deployment would be like?
I need to explain something to you that I think you guys don't understand. Si hivyo venye mnafikiria. Si ati unaanguka chini, si movie, si unaanguka chini unabeba bunduki unaanza kupigana. Hapana. Pale kila kitu ni orders. What I expected was one thing. Unajua ukifika huko, like you already prepared. Kwa akili yako ushaambiwa ni orders. Huwezi fanya kitu bila kuambiwa orders. Then kuna Navy SEALs. Unajua kuna watu ya kupigana hiyo vita. Then kuna sisi. Umeenda kutengeneza mtu menu, umeenda kutibu mtu, you understand? Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, every single person has their responsibility. Mimi nilikuwa nimeenda kutengeneza magari. Yeah.
Okay, so the degree, the automotive engineering.
Yeah, I'm an automotive engineer. Nabadilisha oil za magari. Naona. Yeah, but kuna night watch. Hapo nikapata hii injury. Kuna lazima nikuwe duty. Kuna usiku. Na ni mtoto alinipiga bunduki actually. Na niuma leo.
Oh, you were
He's a
shot.
kid.
Eh,
Yeah, he's a kid.
okay.
Yeah.
Pole.
Haina shida. So it's not like that. Like kuna mtu wa kamera, unaona? Then it's like a whole different world. No, it's like when you wanna reason, the way those people reason is very different. The way a military guy reasons, like it's very different. Everybody has their responsibility. Kuna mtu wa kuosha choo. No. Kuna mtu wa kutibu mtu. No. So then kuna mimi wa kutengeneza magari, then mimi nataka kuwa raia wa hiyo nchi. Ndio hii nchi iko na pesa, unaona? So napiga hesabu. So you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's something again you've mentioned that people in the military think very differently.
Very different.
Now, this is a two-part question. You've worked in the military and also you've traveled and worked in various countries. How do you think that has changed your mindset over the years?
I didn't think somebody would ask me that, and I'm happy that somebody asked me that question today. How do I think how that has changed my mindset?
Yeah.
I think, first of all, let me say, thank God I did that. Two, it has made me happy because I know different cultures. I know how to deal with different kinds of people, with different kinds of attitude, with different kinds of races, speak different languages, maneuver through situations that are very hard for people. Naweza uza taa Turkana, penye kuna jua, I can survive. I'm a child of a very rich mother. Naweza survive Madari. Naona. Imagine watu wananipenda Madari. You understand? I can come here and talk to him and blend. I've learned to blend in different situations. I know how to behave in a funeral, how to behave in a church, how to behave in different places just because I travel in this country and I made these mistakes. You cannot, I'm telling you this, you cannot do these things without making these mistakes. You have to go to different cultures, you have to work in different countries, you have to lazima ufanye kosa. Hey,
Do you want to tell us about some of these mistakes you've alluded to multiple times?
Yeah. I went to buy beer and I with no ID in Spain, and I told that woman I have a kid. Akaniambia hata kuna mtoto wa kijana kuna miaka 16 anaweza zaa mtoto. See. And I didn't even understand what she was saying. Nikashikwa. Nikapigwa pingu. Yeah. So nikaenda kwingine nikapata kumbe hapo Bulgaria kumbe hawataki wa Kristo. Unaona? Nikamwambia mtu God bless you. Unaona mtu akisneeze sasa bless you. Yeah. So nikasema God bless you. Nikashikwa. Yeah. As simple as that.
Okay, and what about when you were in Kuwait? Because I'm sure there's
That's a beautiful country.
very different culture there.
That's a beautiful country. Hakuna pombe though. Sad. Very sad. That's the only thing I regret about that country. Hakuna
The one thing you didn't like?
There's no alcohol. How? Binadamu wana survive aje bila pombe? So yeah, but they have nice huts. It's different from Jordan. Yeah, Jordan kuna pombe, watu ni walevi, kuna shisha. But Kuwait is the best. If I would recommend in a country, I don't even know why people want to go to America. I would recommend Kuwait because they have money too. Yeah, they have money. Money circulating. Become Australia. Yeah,
So you can get rich quickly. But there's also something else you mentioned off camera. You were talking about someone shouldn't just go there expecting to get rich like very quickly. You also still have to work for the money.
Let me ask you one question. Ushaona mtu mwenye anataka kushinda jackpot? Mwenye bet. No. So lazima ucheze lottery ama inaitwa lazima wa gamble. So lazima ugamble. Ndio ni kama mtu bwana you really just need to, unajua wait, just make a little bit of effort. You have to wake up in the morning and you have to work. I'll be honest with you. You have to wake up in the morning. There's no way in this world, hata kama wewe ukue mtoto wa tajiri aje, kama president mwenyewe anaamka asubuhi anaingia kwa ofisi ana sign documents. Who are you? You have to wake up in the morning, just make a little bit, and every single day, and be patient. Usiamke upate Jonathan ati alimea ndevu, we pia unataka kuanza hiyo siku. Hapana. Every single thing needs patience and it takes time, and God works things at his own time. No. Akiamua ni saa yake. Like, just be consistent. I think very important thing is consistency. Yeah, it's very important.
Okay.
Yeah, very, very important.
Okay, so no jackpots, you have to work.
Trust me.
Noted.
Hata kama ukitaka jackpot bana, si lazima ucheze.
Ucheze.
Huwezi niambia ati una dream siku moja ati nitashinda milioni 500 na uchezangi. No.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's also something you've mentioned that at some point you converted to Islam while you were in Kuwait.
Yeah.
Can you tell us why?
Yeah.
What made you convert? How was it like?
No,
Your new
I actually
name?
did. How do you know that? Did I tell you that outside?
Yeah.
Allah. Okay. Actually did convert to Muslim because I liked how they behaved. I liked their culture. I liked whatever they stood for. Walikuwa nasema ukweli. You know, they were saying the truth, like they meant what they say. But I felt like when it comes to Christians like ours, now there was a lot of lies in this world. You know, I didn't believe that. I could not believe my eyes. Kuwait kuna Nigeria amefungua kanisa, and there's another one, and the same thing that they're doing. They keep on lying to people. Oh, I'm doing this, and they're doing this, but these people stuck to one thing. There's an Allah. You know, they meant what they said. You know, and I liked it because they were honest. You know, so I did not like all this kind of, you know, miracle preaching, like, you know, because I've read the Bible, like I said before. I've read the Bible. I've never seen that. Yeah, I've never. So now you're telling me that this is this, but I did not. You know, a Bible is like a journal, or like something that guides you every single day. You understand? But I'm seeing something that I didn't read. You know, I'm gonna have a problem with you. You know, yeah, I'm really gonna have a problem with you. But so these guys, they were very honest. Like, they were sharing their food. I didn't see somebody hungry. I didn't see they were opening doors. Like, the things that are safe, they're giving clothes. You know, yeah. You are in a country where there's a war, but you're not seeing Christians are causing war. Understand? But Muslims are helping. You understand? So where are you gonna go?
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, so there was a very big difference between
exactly.
the two. Okay.
Yeah.
And you also mentioned you were given a new name.
Yeah, they gave me Rashid.
So you became Rashid.
Rashid. I became Rashid. But my mom wasn't comfortable with that.
Oh, okay. Also, when you came back to Kenya, you...
Nah, that's why I didn't go. I didn't go back there.
Oh.
It's a lot of story behind my family, so I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, no worries, no worries. So that's a very interesting trajectory that you took. Can you also tell us, when you are working there, you're doing the automotive engineering, over time, how did you adapt to the culture? What did you learn? What were some of your good moments while you were working in Kuwait?
My good moments was like, no, I failed. Let me start by how did I adapt? I failed. I failed. That's how I adapted.
Why?
I failed. That's how I adapted.
Oh, you failed by failing.
Yeah,
You
by
learned.
failing, I adapted.
Okay.
Yeah, I failed. Actually, nilipigwa mdomo ngumi siku moja.
Kwa nini?
Because I failed. Because I
Failed in what?
Because I said the wrong things at the wrong time, you know, in the wrong places, you know. Yeah, so. But my good moments was being the friend to huyu mtu alipiga ngumi, you know. That was the most beautiful. Yeah, nilipiga nalikuwa mzae and akanionyesha mahali pa pombe. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Finally.
Yeah, and we still talk actually. Actually, I have his contact.
Okay.
He's my friend still now.
Oh, because I assumed it was your cousin.
No, see, I know I failed there.
Okay.
Alinipiga vizuri tena. Ngumi iliingia.
Okay. Sasa nikuulize, in those failures, what are some of the things that you would urge maybe Kenyans who are going to work in Kuwait to keep off of what not to say, what not to do?
Kenyans who are going to work in Kuwait, keep off religion. One thing, don't, I understand that you guys, and you're Christians or maybe Muslims, but just keep off that. That's know your spirituality, have your connection with God, but don't mention it there. So one thing I will tell you, save. There's money, but save. Have people that you can trust. I don't know, they actually take people through our agencies, right?
Yeah.
Have the right agencies. When you have the right agency, I think you're good to go. Look for your welfare. Like, that's very important. I'm very sad, hearing the stories of people dying and shit, But just have the right people, like some people that have some protocols. If you go somewhere that you want to be taken abroad, please let them show you some documentation. Yeah, like I'm in a place where there's a camera. I think I would trust these people. I would refer these people. Yeah, because there's some evidence. Just don't go through social media. Trusting anybody. They're telling you this, like, give this money. No, come on. Have people that you trust. And be honest about yourself, and they'll be honest about you.
Okay.
Gracias.
Gracias. So there's something that you've touched on that we were going to talk about, and that is money. And I feel like, considering the fact that you've worked in multiple places and you've mentioned that you also run a business, can we talk about, when someone is working, what steps should they take to make sure that they meet their financial goals? And then maybe later on we can talk about the starting a business and whatnot.
Okay, I don't know. Can I say this on camera? How I saved money? I trusted an agency, actually. So, I want that. I'll give that to the agencies. I found the right people. I found people that I could trust. I cannot trust a single person. Once you show me it's a company, that company has some portfolio, I don't like that hype. Mimi spendi hiyo hype ati mtu ako na jina social media, pana. Ukiingia kwa ofisi, tafadhali. It's a camera, right? And this I will say for people who are going to listen. Ukiingia kwa ofisi, tafadhali, jamani, pewa document, jaza nini, watu wakupee bank account, please. Mimi pesa yangu yote nilichukulia hapa hivi, inaitwa ile nini, ile iko karibu na Moyabe, ni Moyabe, ni alafu Bomblast, hiyo bank inaitwa cooperative. Ya watu huyu jamaa hayuko siku hizi. Nilichukua pesa yangu walinitolea pesa cash money because they had a document. Yes, walifunga, nilikuwa sad, sijui shida ilikuwa wapi, but find a place. Not a person. Sijasema place. Nimesema place, not a person. Usijaribu kutrust mtu ati mara huyu ni mzazi wangu, huyu ni ndugu yangu, mama yangu, ati unaamua pesa yako unafanyia kazi inaenda kwa account yake. Find a company. These things work. Tafadhalini, tafuteni kampuni so that you can come, uinvest pesa yako, wewe uamue utafanya nini na pesa yako. Usijaribu kusema bana watakunywa hiyo pesa. Sikudanganya. Nimeona, niko na marafiki, naweza sema majina hapa, but I'm on camera. Niko na marafiki wameingia depression hapa Mlolongo, si hata mbali. Wameingia depression kwa sababu they worked hard for their money. But find a trusted. Sawa.
I hope our listeners back at home wamekusikiza. So, you saved up, you came back to Kenya, and then you started a business. Now, when someone is thinking of doing that, it's not always the easiest process. So what are some of the things you think people, if you had a checklist of things people should keep in mind when they're thinking about which business to start and now starting it, what are some of the things people should check off the list?
Okay. When it comes to business, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Boutique, saloon, wines and spirits, and msiharakishe na kujenga. Sijui hata mnakuwa na mbio gani. Sasa unajua unajenga nyumba ushago, uko na value gani? Nairobi ndio kuna pesa. Just if you can invest in yourself. See watu wa social media sawa. If you can invest in yourself sawa. But kama bana kuna biashara mingi, kuna hii hata penye nimekaa kuna kamera bana. Biashara iko na pesa, msikuwe na hizo tamaa bana. Kuna biashara unazofungua na 50,000. Unaona? Kuna biashara unazofungua na 20,000. Kuna avocado zinatoka Kisii. Hiyo gunia ni 2,000. Tafuta kanyumba uivishe. Unajua, don't be ashamed of your hustle as long as it will pay your bill. Don't be ashamed of your hustle. Yeah.
Okay. And considering businesses don't always go straightforward, sometimes kuna some challenges, there are things that people need to keep in mind. How would you advise people to deal with, anything that just affects their business or even them?
I would advise somebody who kuna advice kweli. I'm built different, unaona. Mimi like just avoid stress. Yeah.
Hata biashara kama inaanguka, una avoid stress.
Yeah, just avoid stress. Before hii simame. Before simame kama 5 nimefunga. You gotta fail, trust me. From failing you're gonna learn. And just don't be weak, bana. There's no space. Bana, once uko focused but very good, really imenikuja kwa mind. If you have another option, you're going to fail. Kama uko na option nyingine, you're going to fail. But if you have no option, you're going to succeed. That I won't lie to you.
Because you don't have a safety net.
Yes, because there's no other option. This has to work. And that is how I succeeded. Because I don't have any other option. Nikiamka asubuhi nikamwambia Kuzo, amekula breakfast, nikamwambia fanyaje? Ukilala utapata pesa. Akaniambia fea tutakwambia wewe tuamke. Hatuna option nyingi. Tuko wapi sasa? Si tuko hapa. Tumefika town because there was no other option. None. And I'm telling you, if you have another option, 70% chance you're going to fail. Hiyo biashara yangu imesimama kwa sababu I did not have. Bana mimi hata sikufikiria ati nipigie madangu anipe pesa. No. There was no other option. Unajua nilishajam na yeye, unaona, nimetoka huko sijaenda huko, unaona. Ataki hata story yangu. So I have no other option. Is either nilale njaa ama nifanye biashara.
Ama succeed.
Yeah. So if you have another option, that's I don't even think there's a compromise there. Nani hakuna mtu anaweza pinga hiyo. Once you have another option, hauta succeed.
Yeah. Okay. So can you talk about some of the sacrifices that you have made throughout this journey of yours coming back to Kenya?
I had to be sober for 1 year. That's the only sacrifice I had to make. For me to save, I had to be sober for 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, then. Nilijinyima. Nilikuwa natembea na kinyasa. Hata sasa hii bado, I still walk in Crocs. Yeah, still walk in Crocs just because nataka ninunue meza niuze, I still sacrifice. I still, they say if you sacrifice for today, you gain tomorrow.
You reap for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I have no other option. Hata say that I don't know a suti.
Tudanganya.
Yeah, no, see. No, but you really have to sacrifice for real. That hizo nyumba ni kama 3, lazima rent zilipwe. Unaona? Once si that kuna dim. Unaona? Kwa sababu nitampea nini? Unaelewa?
Yeah. So I'm sure you have some proud moments during your travels, either in the US, UK, Jordan, and Kuwait. Can you maybe highlight one of those for us? A moment you looked at yourself and you were very proud of what you had achieved.
There are plenty. I'm a happy guy. Nikwambie mmoja ingine mwecheche, ndio?
Mwecheche.
Wanasanga mmoja mwecheche. Yendafurahisha Richi.
Yeye kwanza anasemanga mwejeje.
Aya. Benye nilienda kuchukua nani kwa airport.
Kuchukua?
Inaitwa gidigidi. Ujamaa wa radio jambo anaitwa? Gidi.
Gidi na Ghost.
Gidi. Inaitwa Ghost. Si Gidi. Ghost. Huyo mwenye ako na macho mbaya mwenye anavaa miwani. Ni
Ghost.
Gidi. Yule mwenye yule unbogable.
Gidi.
Huyo mwenye nenda kumchukua DFW kwa airport. Na tukaenda nikambaya Air Force One, saka kuja kwangu. Mamangu aliniambia niende. I think that's the best. That's the best.
Okay. That's an interesting moment. At that point ulikuwa unaishi wapi?
Nilikuwa nakaa Irving, Texas.
Oh, in the US?
Yeah.
Okay, that's very
Ama
interesting.
labda pia chipukizi,
Pia wow.
Nilimwona kwanza ni mfupi, hapana, but hao nilipatana nao sikuwaendea, but mtu mwenye alinibamba zaidi. No, actually the best person nishakutana nao ni Christoph. Because yeye pia bado tukafanya maneno yetu hapa Kenya, unaona, like this I think is the best. Gidi alikuwa ananipea advice and what not, but the best person alipiga sherehe, I think chini niko na nambaki mwenye nipiga na sherehe, I think Christoph is the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. And about Kuwait, because umeisifu sana, you've mentioned that that's the country that you would ask people to go to. Is there anything that you miss about it now that you're back in Kenya?
Yeah. Everything. Trust me.
The heat, the jobs.
One thing I don't miss ni jua. But I miss everything about, man, I will go back any day in time.
And what makes that big difference between Kenya and Kuwait?
Because there is rule of law. Yeah, first of all, people are disciplined. Like, I don't know. There's a way where that life that it's called heaven on earth. Heaven, like that life that we want, equal up. Yeah, I won't support Dubai. I won't support. I've visited there. I won't support Dubai. Bwana, ushaona Karawa nakwambia shida zako zote kabla ya kushika.
Unless umekelewa.
You don't even know, bwana, Kuwait is the best. Achana hata Jordan. Jordan ni mpana juu ya pombe, but shit, Kuwait is the best. Those people are disciplined, there's the rule of law, and kama mtu amesema kitu otherwise, I will say this. Yeye mwenyewe ako na roho mbaya. Unajua kuna vile mimi siogopi, unaona? Hakuna haja niwadanganya bana, mimi I was there bana. Bana, that's the best country ever. I wish God had born me. God had born me that country.
So now we're winding up the episode, and there's obviously going to be a lot of people who are going to listen to this, and I'm sure they've learned a couple of things from you. Now we like to leave our listeners with some advice. So what would you tell a young man from Kitui, Mathare, just from wherever,
from Kitui,
who wants to you want to pick that, who wants to travel abroad to Kuwait, Middle East, or just any country outside Africa?
First of all, there's no shortcut to life. There's not. Don't believe in hype. You know, kabla ufanye kitu, enda confirm. Ya pili, wanawake watakuwa. The beautiful ones are not even yet born, isn't it? They will be there. Pombe pia itakuwa. Wanabadilisha but kuna ba ingine. One thing that I would tell these people, that don't compete with anybody, compete with yourself. Trust me. Just know that today you are this way, tomorrow you're going to be that way. Na ukienda huko nje, tafadhali maneno ya simu ya nyumbani achana nayo. Focus. Please focus. And I'll tell this, nambiaga Umosh, just focus. Ndio maana hajaipiga simu nyumbani, just focus. Save money. Trust me, it's gonna help you. Bana, watu wa nyumbani watakuwa. Wanasemaga kwa Kiswahili, maisha ni yangu, mazishi ndio.
Yeah.
amekufa, mazishi ni yenyu, sawa. But hata Mungu alisema let the dead bury bana. Hiyo maneno unatoa 1,100 tunatuma nyumbani, mtu aziko bana. Save your money, you are alive, trust me, your alive is gonna help you.
But isn't it some form of support for
No.
the ones who are back home?
No. If it was some form of support, God could have recommended it. Yeah. Trust me.
And what about
the life is yours. The life, yes, ameenda sawa, pole, hatuna shida, but the life is yours.
Oh, but I meant like if you have people back home who are maybe relying on you,
No.
supporting.
No.
For you, that's an ex.
Trust me, let me tell you one thing. Ukisikia njaa ni wewe na tumbo yako bana. Hata ukikuja kwa hii nchi, ukirudi hapa hivi, kama huja save hiyo pesa, au hata umbwa itakubweka. Trust me, hakuna haja tudanganyane, tuambiane ukweli jamani bana. Jipange, kwa sababu usipojipanga utapangwa. Jipange tu, save pesa yako. Au anasema maneno mengi, alienda majuu akafanya hivi akafanya hivi. Umekuja bila do na ulikuwa na watumia. Think about yourself first. Remember, nobody got you like you. Hey. Ndugu jamaa hata aniamini, lazima ningekuwa nimejipanga. Hey.
Usitumie pesa yote kwa black tax.
Hey. Exactly. Hakuna mtu atakuamini kama wewe mwenyewe hujajiamini. Exactly.
Okay, sawa. That has been a very interesting session with a lot of insight na stories mingi. So, any parting words kabla tuseme goodbye?
God bless Richard. That's the only parting word. God bless Richard.
Is our sound guy. He's the reason that our microphones work. So Richie, pokea blessings.
Yeah.
And to our listeners back home, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until the next episode, kwaherini.
Yeah.